Hey, welcome to Mark's Garage Channel. This is Missy. This is my 47 GMC. I've been working on this for over a year. Hope you like and subscribe. Hey, good morning. So I got the door on with the new hinge. Fit okay, at least the hinge fit fine. But if you look there, the door's hanging. I don't have enough light on there, but it's hanging about 3/4 inch too low. And you go to this side, and there's absolutely no gap. So obviously, something's got to be done. And then this gap is not even close. So it looks like the whole door has to move upward, has to move that way, and has to tilt as well. So I got some adjusting to do. Let's figure out how to do that. And also down here, there was a dent. There still is a dent, but I pounded it out a little bit better than it was. So that's what I'm doing today. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to figure this out or not, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So I don't know if you saw that in fast motion, but I loosened up the bolts inside, jacked the back of the door up. It does not change this gap here. And this gap here is still tight. And I've got it moved as far as it'll go in that direction. And it still obviously needs to come up in this direction. So I'm going to open this up a little. I'm going to look at this. So to me, this entire hinge should move up. So maybe I'd loosen these up and try to push this up. Now, if it doesn't go up any further, I'm guessing I got to mill these slots out a little bit. These are slots that run this way. So this will go up a little higher. So maybe I should put like a reference mark here and here, so I'll know if it moved up or not. That's a good idea. And probably do the same thing on the bottom, I guess. Maybe before I do that, I'm going to close this door. You see, this is, you can't see this. Let me get my flashlight, maybe you can see. Hang in there. Yeah, see, it's still hitting the strike. I want that ultimately to go right into that slot without touching anything. That's the way it's supposed to go. So it's down a good 1/2 inch, and which shows within the body line up here as well, about a 1/2 inch low. So the back of the door's got to come up a 1/2 inch. Front of the door, I would say a 1/4 inch, maybe even a 1/2. But look at the gap up top. You don't have that much room up there. So, all right, gonna make some adjustments. I'll get back to, I'll show you what the results are. So I took the door off again. I'm just looking this over, and I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, see the pencil mark? That's the upper hinge. I want to slide that up probably a 1/4 inch at least, if it'll go. Now on the bottom, I think there's some room on those. There's some slot showing. The top, I don't know. So I'm going to loosen those bolts up and see if it'll slide up a little bit. And I did the same thing on the bottom. Made a reference mark. And I'm going to see if I can move this hinge up a little bit. Now, to me, it's already at the top of the pocket. I don't know, you see the pocket? Big gap at the bottom. Smaller gap at the top. So it's only going to go a little bit. But I got to at least try. And then I'll try to put the door back on and see where it is. Then I'm looking at these slots. Now, if you saw in the video earlier, in this video, I've got the door moved all the way out on that hinge. So I might have to mill those slots. This one's open on this side, but this one, maybe open it up on this side a little bit, open it up on that side a little bit. Do the same thing on the bottom, and maybe I'll get what I'm the result I'm looking for. But for now, let's just see if I can move that hinge up. Alright, so what I've learned, I just had the hinge off, took it out of the pocket, put it back in. You see the mark, it hasn't moved. That hinge is as high in the pocket as it will go. So even if I made the slots bigger, the hinge inside the pocket cannot go any higher. So I tried to maybe tilt it a little that way as far as it'll go. There's a little tilt to it, but not much. There's just not enough room in those slots to really change anything. So even tilting it, I don't know if that's going to make it lower or higher relative to this body line. So I think what I'll do is just try to put the door back on and get it as close as possible. I didn't think about it, but maybe that strike could be lowered. I don't know. I know I can't get those I haven't been able to get those 4 screws loose, otherwise I would have taken that out when I painted, but you know, I'll try again. It's been a year. Maybe the oil that I put on there years ago, last year, soaked in. Who knows? I also put a little heat to it once or twice or 3 times, but they never got loose. All right, so let's put the door back on and see what happens. I don't know what I did, but that seemed a lot better than anything else I've done so far. The strike is still a little low. You can't see it, but trust me, it is. But the body line is perfect. This one could be better. And it's definitely, you know, the gap is tight. At least there's a gap. So let me pull back, set this down. Open and close it a few times. See what's up. Let me see. Yeah, the strike hits, but that's probably the best it's been so far. So door latches and closes. Now there's no rubber inside yet. I haven't done any of that yet. I was going to do that last. The latch seems to work from the outside. From the inside. That's locked. It locks like it's supposed to. Unlocks. Wow. Yeah, and even the gap here, it's a little proud down at the bottom here. That's pretty darn good, considering, you know, 75-year-old truck. I'm sure there's guys who could make this perfect. I'm just not one of them. Wow. Well, cool. I'm glad I got that done this morning. I can move on to something else.